Hallelujah, I'm live. Hallelujah. Look at that. So how are we all tonight? It's so much like the other days. But boy, do I need this. I really need just to sit down and talk to you guys. And what I'm doing, I realized this afternoon that I'm reviewing songs that I wrote years ago that I don't do anymore. I don't do them. And some of them, there's a reason I don't do them. But others have a certain insouciance. I don't know what that means. It's French. I know they use it at times like this. So I should assume it maybe there's importance. Oh yes, my friend Francois Zalakane is watching, and Francois is the president of Sunnyside Communications, who has put out reams of Leonhart CDs and all my son's CDs, and he put this out. Nice picture, huh? Nice picture. So I just want you to know. Oops, is YouTube? Yes, YouTube's backwards now. What do I do about that? How do I make YouTube turn around? There must be a way, but I don't know what it is. Why can't? Let's just try this. No, I don't want to. I'm so afraid of messing things up with YouTube. Screw it. No, I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, and this is available on iTunes or CD Baby. So if you want the actual physical CD. And Francois watches all the time, and I think I've been neglectful and not saying this is our latest album, and that's the one he produced. Here's the one he produced with my wife, and it's a beauty. Oops, it's still got the wrapper on it. Being Green. Find a nice place. There you go. That's pretty. That works nice. Yeah, it's a good record. Very good CD. It actually is. My son arranged it. I played bass on it. Thank you very much. Got hired again. I forgot what I was going to say. I got, oh yeah. I'm having a cup of coffee just this afternoon. I've now taken to drinking a cup of coffee in the afternoon. I don't know. And yet I'm sitting here. This is a beautiful piano. And every time I get ready to put it on it, I can't do it. I can't do it. Because this same piano, when I was a kid, I don't know where it is, but I was 15, probably. My father bought it in 1951, so I have the matter of fact, I have the bill of sale. I have the bill of sale of this piano, which I will turn around. I'm going to show the YouTubers. See my messy desk, but it's a nice little Steinway. Ooh. And there's all kinds of junk on it because it's my office. It's my television studio, internet studio. And my father bought it in 1951, and I do believe the bill of sale is still in here. Yes, here it is. Here it is. Oh God. Oh God. What do you see this? What do you see this? Concert Grand. My father's name, Harold. Dear Harold, regarding your letter of September 12th, I have been, this is dated 1955. 1955. So I was 15. I have been having my pencil sharpened, therefore the delay. I recommend a style L piano for your home, and the following is the story. I have a new stationary grand piano, style L, on my floor. It's been in my stock since May 1955. The cost of this instrument is $1,884, with a retail list of $3,450. I have been paying 1.5% per month for 20 months, roughly. So, and delivery to your home would be $25. It's now $700. This would make a total at this point of $2,231.97. If you had liked 10% of my original cost, which is $188, that makes a grand total of $22,220.40. I do not sell organs, therefore I am in no position to quote any prices. I trust that I may have the pleasure of selling you a fine Steinway. Regarding hi, Ernie Fink. Ernie Fink. Yes, you may, Ernie. And it's sitting right here. And I, unfortunately, wait a minute. Looks like you got it for $1,750. Hey, $1,750. The Steinway, brand new Steinway L. Anyway, here it is. There's something stuck in the keys. I didn't fix it last night. I dropped something into it. But there it is. And then I've been in here is also to James C. Leonhart, which is my namesake, Uncle Jim. A certificate of merit from the city of Baltimore. You've done something good for them. Let me see, J. Harold Grady, who was the mayor at that point. That was before Tommy D'Alessandro. J. Harold Grady in what year was this? 1959, Grady was the mayor of Baltimore. Then Tommy D'Alessandro became mayor of Baltimore. And my sisters went to school with his daughter, Nancy D'Alessandro, who is now Nancy Pelosi. That happened. And my daughter, my wife went to high school with Bernie Sanders in Brooklyn. What was it? Alexander Hamilton? I think it was. So don't mess with me because I know people. I know people. Sort of, a little bit. I don't really know them that well. Now, the thing is before I start messing around too much more, to put everything back in the envelope. And put everything, put the receipt in the envelope and put it back in the piano bench. So the next time I want to brag about it, I can do it because it will be there. Look what I found. Piano courses from my youth. I should study them again. I found Louis Bellson's drum book by Louis Bellson. Sitting in the seat. I was wondering where that thing went. But just all rhythms. Just all rhythms. No notes, just rhythms. So if you want to do it, you're ambitious. You can take a rhythm and you can write a melody to it. But ba ba bum ba da ba bum 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 bum. Oops, I'm getting rusty. Never mind, I won't do that for you. But it's a good one. It puts it back into the piano bench, and now we proceed on. The first thing I want to show you is because I found and practiced a song today that I haven't done in years, and it's about the judge. The judge over here. Oh, trust me, if I knew how to turn YouTube around, I would, but I don't. But a song that I wrote about the judge. Now, when I first came to town, the judge was Milt Hinton. Judge was very influential in my working. And I came to town, I met him right away. So 25, 30 years later, let me see, I was 60 around when he was in 1985. I wrote this song about him because it was his 80th birthday. I wrote it about him. 80. That's me next year. But on Milt's 80th birthday, you know what it is? It's these damn implants. Everything I've tried to say, and they've only been in my mouth for like 25 years, but still, I don't speak correctly with it. I don't pronounce the same way. And my tongue got used to my other teeth many years ago, and now these big clobbers are in here. And it's going, well, that's too bad. I may not sing at all. Let me just sit and talk. And not a soul is commenting on YouTube. So apparently there's just nothing going on over there at all. In a minute, I'm going to just give up totally on it and just do Facebook. All right. But here's the song that I wrote about Milt Hinton. And I do have the lyrics here. And I have to find them. Give me a second. No, that's not it. Here it is. The judge. Oops. It's been over 30 years. I bring this music stand closer. And then I'll lower the light so it doesn't blind everybody. That's good. Maybe I'll put it up like this. No. It's been over 30 years since I overcame my fears, packed my bags, moved to New York City to be. Find myself a little place, just room for me and my bass. No time to wallow in self-pity. So I go to Jim and Andy's bar, that's where all the musicians are. Try to give Lady Luck a little nudge. I open the door and I walk in, right away the luck does begin, because on that day I run into the judge. No sooner am I in the place when I'm standing face to face with one of the great legends in our land. I start getting very nervous. What did I do to deserve this? A feeling that I think you'd understand. No hidden motivations lurk. The judge, though, knows that I need to work. He knows the hungry look. Knows the hungry look of a beginner. So we talk for a little while until I see the judge's smile. And he invites me out the house to dinner. Actually, I'm right on time. His wife Mona's cooking is sublime. Real home cooking is the genuine stuff. After dinner, I play the bass. There's a stern look on the judge's face. After 3 notes, he says, "Thank you, that's enough." Oh no, I failed my first audition in my quest for a position. I just needed someplace in New York to play. I didn't need anything real big. I just wanted a simple gig. I didn't care what it would pay. So I say goodnight to Milt and Mona. Once again, I'm all alone. Young men with those great big city blues. But next week, it's the strangest thing. My telephone begins to ring with gigs for me, such wonderful news. He helped me so when I got started, such wise counsel he imparted. And he taught my telephone to ring, and there's simply no debating that he surely helped my credit rating, in itself a monumental thing. Perhaps I need a new perspective, lens is just a bit corrective, but to me, the judge stands about 10 feet tall. From the primordial slime and sludge, occasionally there evolves a judge to help us find some meaning to it all. He's shown me how to lead my life, how to deal with stress and strife, living with the minimum of fuss. He shows us how to lead our lives. He shows us how to take care of our wives while they are in fact taking care of us. Amazing that a jazz musician should achieve such a position where he is beheld a national treasure. But before the birth of Branford and Winton, I was friends with Milton Hinton, a fact I note with great pride and great pleasure. Another birthday comes and goes, but on the judge it barely shows. He must have friends in higher places. Or maybe it's just because he's wise. He gets a lot of exercise, chasing trains and planes and lugging bases. So here I stand before you folks. I'll spare you all my corny jokes. I'll just play the bass and sing. But from this stage I will not budge until I get to tell the judge, we love you, Judge, and thanks for everything. You make every rhythm section swing. We love you, Judge, and thanks for everything. Yeah, that wasn't bad. Tomoko, we're going to start doing that one too. I can see that. I'm going to have to memorize it. Committed to memory, but that won't be so hard because I almost know it anyway. I worked very hard on that one when it was written. Turn this light off too. Spare you folks. I worked hard when it was written, and it's really kind of lodged in my semi-memory, in my almost memory. But that's quite a song. I mean, it's quite a song in the sense that it's quite a song to me because it really talks about the judge. Well, what did you think of that, bud? Very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, very nice. Thank you. We all know this. Gives me inspiration to keep going. He's my Ed McMahon. This is Ed McMahon. Well. Oh, I should do it. Well, except I can't say anything. But I saw a ventriloquist on the other day who sometimes made no attempt. People go, "Oh yes, how are you, Jay? How are you? I'm fine, statue. Oh, good. Well, that's nice to see." And I mean, Charlie McCarthy and Edgar Bergen, they weren't pleased. They weren't pleased with that. The Real Tado, thanks for those streams, Jay. Help from Ontario, Canada. Thanks for these streams. Somebody just tuned in from YouTube. Somebody's on. You're welcome, the Real Tado. Real Tado. Who's that? Who's the Real Tado? Okay, now I've got to pay attention to YouTube because there's somebody there, apparently. Listen, if folks on YouTube, sign up. Let me know you're there. Because I can't tell. I don't know how. 8 people watching. 8 people. 8 out of how many billion do we have on Earth now? 5, 6? How many billion are there? Somebody let me know. How many billion people? There's 365 million Americans. 7 billion? Is that what it is? Is that what it is? I just want to see if there's any insistent, if there's any, what do you call them? Requests. Oh, that's a request, but I'm going to keep playing anyway. Boom. Nancy Reed is watching. Don Kelling is watching. Rick, send me that song. Did you get my message yesterday? I told you. I asked you. Hey, Jay, all the lyrics are on Messenger. Oh, they are? Now, I'm afraid to try Messenger while you I like the song a lot. Unfortunately, it's middle of the night in France, so I probably won't stay long on this love. Oh, stay up. Stay up. You ever up now? Stephen Goldberg, watching you on YouTube and FBI switching back and forth. Oh, he's switching. Okay. Joe Donnelly, Bill Easley is watching. Hi, Bill. Hope you're well. Bill Warfield, good evening. Bill, how are you? Bill Cope, raise your right hand. I think you are reversed. No. Oh, is that reversed? Is that wrong? Yes. On both. Well, at least I'm reversed on both. Oh, that's right. I fixed the original. Now, I know how to do this. Where do you see this now? I had a way of doing it. I can never remember what you do. That's the only problem. I can never remember how do you get to the reversal thing. So let's see what this is. That's not it. Beth Ertzai, good to see you, Beth. That's a minus thing. That's not it. It is. Oh, wait a minute. There it is, the little screw. See, on the right side is a little hammer. Hammer. Now watch this. Ta-da! But YouTube, folks got. Thank you, Bill. It's too much to do. It's too much to handle. I work all afternoon rehearsing, thinking about the show. Yeah, I do. I start getting concerned about 3:00. I come into the office, start practicing new songs. It's great for me because I'm learning all these old songs that I wrote, and it's good for my own self-esteem. If you want to know the truth, it's good to say, "Hey, that's a nice song. I wrote it. Look at that." And I have ignored them for years. Somebody teach me how to do YouTube, turn the YouTube around so I don't have to confuse myself. But okay, YouTubers, you're so smart. How do I turn you around to get myself looking right-handed as opposed to left-handed? I'm afraid to touch anything. I see all these little, here, Facebook folks. You see my problem? Up there, there's all kinds of things I could touch, but if I do it, it'll go away. And there's somebody in France watching, and we don't want to mess with that. So I'm not going to do it. What the hell with it? I just imagine I'm left-handed. That's all. Yeah. So, what got me thinking about the piano was I'm drinking coffee, and every time I start to put it on the piano, I go, no, you don't do that. You never put a drink on a piano, because eventually it will go into the piano, and the piano doesn't like that. The piano doesn't really take to a quart of water inside of it, if you know what I mean. So I'm sticking it over with my golf trophy and my old metronome. The jerk. I'm going to take my coffee, my trophy, and my metronome, and I'm going. Oh, I'm going to take and this picture of me. I'm going to take that too, and then and my pencil. I'm going to take my pencil. I'm going. The jerk. What was his name? Oh God, I'm forgetting everybody's name. Jonathan Winters is all I can think of. It's not Jonathan Winters. It's oh, he'd love it if he knew I was forgetting his name. I've met him a couple of times. What's his name? The jerk. Somebody tell me quick. Write it down. Now that you figured it out, write it down. Oh, Bill. Oh, Bill. Yeah, so practical. Bill Crow wants me to, now that I figured out how to make it right-handed, write it down. No, you've got it. You can tell me. I see it now. I see it. It's the little thing there in the bottom. I won't forget. Me forget? What do I write down? How do I write it down? To touch the thing. I have to remember how I did it. I'm not going to remember. Okay, so we got the judge done. Oh, I think there's a couple pictures I do want to show you. This picture with Alec, with Screaming Jay Hawkins. Coleman Hawkins, ladies and gentlemen. Coleman Hawkins. I can hear the applause from here. This is Coleman Hawkins right here. That's Bill Crow right there. Oops, right there. Jerry Mulligan. And who knows who that is? Who knows who the trombone player is? Everybody will know. But I'm not going to tell you. And who knows who this is? There you go. Who knows who this might be? Was my boss for many years. Oh, and here's a picture that I found that makes me look like I'm a prisoner in some kind of torture chamber. I've been seeing a lot of torture chambers on television recently. Oh, Pennyworth. Have anybody seen Pennyworth? It's an English series. It's good. It's on demand if you have demand. If not, you don't have demand, then I'm sorry, you'll have to find it some other way. But Pennyworth is really good. And I don't watch a lot of television, but for the last 2 nights I've been watching television. I'm going to probably, this is me in a little dungeon. That's what it looks like. It reminds me of that. I'm even left-handed in this picture on YouTube. So I'll get it. I know, Bill, you're getting tired of hearing me talk about it, my ineptitude. I don't blame you. Oh, my gracious. Underneath that, anybody know that piano player? He's a great one. Lee Musiker. Absolutely brilliant piano player. Brilliant pianist. Brilliant pianist. And look at my good technique with the bow. Oh, it's so impressive. The bow is almost straight across the strings. God bless me. And my fingers are just arced so beautifully. I'm probably still playing out of tune. But I don't think so. I think I play reasonably in tune. Okay. Back to the Dear Jay. It was great fun, but I did get extra dough. So what the heck? You're worth it. Oh, Miss Daryl Sherman. We did a gig with Daryl and Houston Person. Houston, not Houston. And that's Daryl there, and that's me on playing the bass. And she paid me more than she said she was going to pay me because she sold some CDs. She's a mensch. Daryl Sherman, mensch. Okay, where was I? But that was probably 3 or 4 years ago, but I don't forget. Somebody requested this song. And I'm going to do it. It's one of the first songs I wrote, one of the first songs that made people really laugh. And I went, oh. And now today I find it a little corny and I don't do it. But here I'm doing it. I did it the other day and somebody else requested it right away. See, this song got written because I can't name him. A friend of mine was sitting right up front at one of my concerts, early performances, and he was just sitting there stone-faced, and I thought, oh God, he hates what I'm doing. And then he comes up to me later and tells me how much he loved it. I went, really? Well, this song came from that. I'm up here singing my song. I'm searching for the truth. When suddenly I noticed a couple from Duluth. Oh, they are sitting right up front and they're staring up at me. They don't understand a thing they hear or see. They are not accustomed to the kind of songs I sing. They are more accustomed to Perry, Frank, and Bing. Now, they won't get up and leave. That wouldn't be polite. They're going to sit right there and stare at me all night. So I will do my best songs. I'll make them laugh. I'll make them cry. She's going through her pocketbook. He's playing with his tie. I will do my best songs, the stuff that never fails. Oh, God. He starts to click his nails. It's on days like this I wish that I was selling shoes. Makes me understand why people take up drinking booze. I am up here singing, I am pouring out my soul. He just wants to go someplace and bowl. And he's got the shoes on. I would look right through them, I would act like they're not there. I would just ignore her and that Kansas Dust Bowl stare. He can just go back to mending fences on the farm. Those evil looks won't do me any harm. It's on days like this I wish that I was pumping gas. So I will try hard not to say nothing nasty, crude, or crass. I am up here singing, I'm spilling out my guts. Meanwhile, they just think I'm nuts. Soon my set is over. So much for the truth. Time to bid a fond farewell to the couple from Duluth. He walks over to me as his wife heads for the door. He says, "We loved your stuff and we'll be back for more." He said, "We laughed and cried until our sides were sore." He says, "We loved your stuff, we can't get enough, and we're coming back tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, we're coming back tomorrow night for sure." Well, I think that song's going to have to find its way back into my repertoire. I think that's what's going to have to happen. Because there's something about that song. I like to play it. What's fun? It's fun to play and sing. Whether it means, but it's true. The guy, that it really happened, and that's what it worked. Here's another song that comes from. I just sort of wrote this. I think it was part of my. Oh, I know why I wrote this song. Because back, 15, 20 years ago, when scientists were just discovering that the universe, they were discovering more planets and more galaxies, and they were looking through little teeny parts of the universe and seeing billions of galaxies out there. And I was raised Catholic, so everything had to do with the Creator making all of it. And then the scientists are saying, "Well, we don't. We don't see that," and everybody hating the scientists. So, and astronomers. So I just was thinking about it, and I wrote this following song. So many galaxies and planets do exist. 1,000,000,000 billion stars out there, astronomers insist. Red stars, blue stars, white stars, supernovae just abounding. The possibilities for life are just astounding. Atoms smashing, planets crashing, nuclear explosions, giant stars, craters, scars, simple soil erosion, temperatures on suns that run at 10 billion degrees, and one little planet full of birds and bees. But the Billions of the stars out in the universe are slowly burning. Are slowly burning out. Their energies disperse. According to my sources, in 100 billion years, the final star will simply flicker out, fulfilling all our fears. Yes, one day the final star will simply flicker out, leaving total darkness and cold ash scattered about. God will sit and watch until the final flicker's done. God will sit and watch until the final flicker's done. She'll put her feet up on her desk and say, now that was fun. Others say the universe will simply just contract back onto a little ball, amazingly compact. Back onto a pinhead will go, matter, mice, and men, to do it all again. Another big explosion, another wild ride. Very novel planet cannot be denied. There doesn't seem to be much we can do to change the plan. So do not fret, just live your life and love your fellow man. There doesn't seem to be much we can do to change the plan. So do not fret, live your life and love your fellow man. Why, I was a philosophizing fool when I was a kid. Let's see what else I did. Gee whiz. I guess I should. Anyway. Oh. I used to write songs to Charlie Parker, write lyrics to Charlie Parker's tunes. And I'd never try to find you. I mean, like, this next one's opera vav. What are you going to write about opera vav? So I just wrote a whole other lyric. I wrote this one. Mama, I pray you won't go away till I get the chance to show you just how I feel about you and all that you are. My shining star who lights the heavens, who wants to take herself with, oh no, into the world when she thinks she's gonna find it. I'll let you go, be a hero, set you free to go and find the life that you want. Free of all ties to the past. I hope that you don't last a day, a minute, before you turn yourself around and fly right back to me, Lord. I'm such a hope street. Set you free to go and find the life that you want. Free of all ties to the past. I hope that you don't last a day, a minute, before you turn yourself around and fly right back to me. Lord, I'm such a hopeless dreamer. I'll put that one in the book too. So anyway, I had a co-publisher at the time who I didn't get along with very well. We fought about everything, but she managed to get that song okayed by the Charlie Parker music people, whoever they are, and approved. And I have copyrights to it. I have publishing to it, my version of it. I don't know how she did that. Come back tomorrow night. The real Toto, nice. Jan Greenspan, clap, clap, clap. Jan Greenspan, the real Toto. Stream looks fine on YouTube, Jay. Well, it's backwards. See, this what you're looking at. My left hand is my right hand. And someday I'm even going to figure out how to do it on YouTube, how to reverse how to make the camera correct. And there's got to be a way. Watching you on YouTube and FB, switching back and forth. Hi, Jay from snowy Boulder, Colorado. Yes, it's snowing today. Jan Greenspan says it's snowing in Boulder, Colorado. It doesn't snow in New York anymore, Jan. We decided, nah. So I went and spent, $700 on snow tires. No snow. $700. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't mean a thing. Let me see. I just wanted to, some people have been asking for songs that I haven't written yet. And this is one I'm thinking about. So let me read the lyric to you and see. See, what happened is that I played a party with a good bunch of musicians for a famous television show. It had, they were having a Christmas party. And they hired the band. But, you'd think that these people would have wanted to at least acknowledge the band a little bit. No, they put us in a corner, a very, very good band of musicians, and they put us in a corner behind the Christmas tree. Now, the Christmas tree wasn't an ordinary Christmas tree. It was a Christmas tree made of nothing but cannolis. It was down in Little Italy. And the show did have a distinct Italian flavor to it. It's no longer on the air, and everybody saw it. So I wrote, playing music at a party for some famous TV actors and being totally ignored. We musicians relegated to a position of total insignificance, simple gestures to the horde. The room is full of Johnny-come-lately actors who drink and carry on and celebrate their newfound notoriety, while we sit in the corner behind a 15-foot cannoli Christmas tree and play our music in complete sobriety. The 15-foot high Christmas tree is, yes, made of real cannolis. It overwhelms the center of the room. We are placed behind, where we sit and play without a break or until the janitor grabs his broom. We try to take a little break and are thoroughly castigated. How dare you stop until the evening's done? I mean, actors take their union breaks with on-the-clock precision, but cannoli tree musicians, they get none. Finally, everyone has left and we're allowed to stop the music. And oops, I failed to tip the coat attendant. He gives me a deadly stare that I've seen on TV somewhere. Thus ends another gig resplendent. Playing music at a party for famous TV actors. One might expect a little esprit de corps, but we're relegated to a position of total insignificance. Even the cannoli Christmas tree has more. Even the cannoli Christmas tree has more. Well, suddenly relegated to a position of total insignificance. Using my self-esteem to sweep the floor. But mostly it's in my own head where the problem really lies. Yes, I've been here before. Ooh, that's very good. I didn't realize I put that in there. That everything I was feeling was my own inner pride. I want to be recognized. I'm, first of all, jealous of these famous actors, and I want to be recognized. I'm sitting behind a cannoli playing. Anyway, that's even worth thinking about. What else did I have to discuss? Not a whole lot. Let me see. I'll save this reading for another. But I just want to warn you, if you tune in, we all know what that animal is, right? It's a crow up front. I heard a crow cawing in New York recently. The first one I've ever heard in almost 50 years living here. I've never heard a crow caw, caw. So anyway, and so I've written a verse because, as you know, a bunch of crows is called a murder of crows. A murder of crows. It's a miserable nom de plume, filling every room with darkness and with gloom. Misinformation flows, confusion grows, and everybody knows it's a murder of crows. That's just a little preview. I'm not reading anymore. I've got to think about this one. Since the river froze, the river hardly flows. The bloom is off the rose. The object of our prose, leading where, who knows? But the path still clearly shows a murder of crows. There you go, a little music. I dropped my pad. The drama of it all excites me to the degree that I have to start dropping things. Oh. Piano tuning device, right? The tuning hammer. The last piano player who came, who was brilliant, suggested that he didn't want to really have to get my piano up to 440. He just wanted to temper my piano, a well-tempered clavier welter. And this guy's brilliant. So I bought a tuning hammer, and I tried to tune one string, and I realized I was going to screw up my piano so badly that I got a really great piano tuner whose name I can't remember now in New York. But Beth, if you will text me her name again, I will say it loud and clear. She tuned this piano so beautifully, and I don't have to tune the, I don't have to do this. I don't have to, but it's just a nice tuning hammer, and you can use it for a Bunsen burner. Let me see. Russ Katzoff is watching. Oh, man, I'm in trouble now. Al Cadillo, Lehman Kenny, Justin DeChocho is watching. Justin. Roger Spencer is watching. What's the name? Beth, are you still watching? What's the name of the piano tuner? What is her name? I can't remember it offhand. And she's terrific. And I want everybody to know because she's terrific. I want to get her too busy and then I'll lose her. Okay. We had a request for this song. This song was written because my daughter asked me, Dad, how come your poems aren't in my school book? She was about 8 at the time. And I said, Carolyn, it's not that easy. She didn't believe me, and she bugged me from wherever on. How come your poems should be in my school books? I didn't get that, but I did end up writing a good, she said, like next to Robert Frost. That was the key. Why aren't your poems like next to Robert Frost? And I said, well, Carolyn, I don't know. This is my baby face. That's one of these days I'll show it to you. But I said, Carolyn, I don't know, but I did write. I don't know why I can't get it published, but I ended up writing a good Robert Frost protest song. And there's not a lot of them, so pay attention because this is it. Play this till I get it in tune. Robert Frost did write in settings beautiful and rustic. He wrote of rolling hills and green terrain. While poor me, I must do my writing in the chaos of the city, sometimes even on a subway train. How am I to ever learn about the woodlands and the falling leaves of autumn and such things sublime, when I must spend all of my life trucking around this dirty city, doing what I can to earn a dime, dime, dime? How did Robert Frost make payments on that little country house of his? Where did he get the dough? Could he go down to the country store and sell a poem saying, here's a nice one, I wrote about the snow? Surely now he must have had a sponsor of some sort, perhaps a lady friend who simply rolled in bread. A lady friend is saying, now, Bob, why don't you take a long, long walk and write whatever pops into your head, head. She say, Bobby, don't you worry about the mortgage. No, no, no. Bobby, don't you worry about the bills. Bobby, why don't you go write a poem about the fences, about the neighbors, about the rolling hills. Bobby, don't you worry about the dishes. Bobby, don't you touch those pans. Bobby, now it is not good that an artist like yourself should be walking around the world with dishpan hands. So you see, old Bob was free to follow through his fancies, wander through the woods behind the mews. Boy, if I had Bobby's life, I could follow through my fancies. Oh, to be in Bobby's shoes. Boy, if I had Bobby's life, I could be a hero. Go out and find my fortune and my fame. Only trouble is, I hear from people who have found it, is that everything in life stays just the same, same, same. Just the same. Just the same. I've been thinking about that last line. Everything in life stays just the same. Well, obviously, having money makes a big difference in certain areas. But every time I go on the Long Island Expressway and I see a Lamborghini stuck in the traffic with me, I say, okay, that's good. And every time I look up and see rich people who cannot leave their houses because of the coronavirus, I go, okay, all right. And rich people get medicine that poor people don't get, that's for sure. But much in life stays the same. That's all. Much in life. A lot of inconveniences remain. All right, gang. Listen, it's nice to see everybody. Jan Griezmann, we're coming back tomorrow night as well. Real Toto, thank you. Jan Griezmann, clap, clap, clap. YouTube looks accurate. Yeah, it does look accurate. I'll figure that out later. Goodbye, YouTubers. See you later. Thanks for joining us. Every night for the foreseeable future, I'm going to be here. So drop in if you get a chance. Glad to see you. Bye-bye.